Hi guys, this is your Math Master Vic once again. Thank you for viewing my previous videos. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now for you to be updated with my next videos. You can leave a comment below for suggestions for my next video uploads. Today, we are going to do exercises involving arithmetic sequence. Are you ready? Let's start. Hello. We're now going to solve the exercises for problems with arithmetic sequence. We have 5 exercises here that we're going to solve. Number 1. The seats at Kabatuan Auditorium were arranged for a one-night concert for a cause. There are 20 seats at first row, 25 seats at second row, 30 seats at third row, and so on. How many seats are there in the last row? So this is the first question. Number of seats, how many seats in the last row? Second question, what is the total number of seats in the auditorium? If the price per ticket is 500 pesos, how much will be the total sales if all seats are taken? So we have here 3 questions. How many seats in the last row? So we're going to use A sub n formula, which is equals to A sub 1 plus n minus 1, quantity n minus 1 times d. Okay, that is the question, and we're going to find out what is the number in the last row. There are 10 rows here. You can see it here, 10 rows. Therefore, we need to find A sub 10. Okay. Now, for the second question, what is the total number of seats there in the auditorium? We need to find out S sub n. Okay. Total number of seats, which is equals to S sub n is equals to n over 2 multiplied by the quantity 2 A sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 multiplied by d, close quantity. Okay, so and for the last question, how much will be the total sales for a night if all seats are taken? We're just going to multiply 500 pesos, this one, to S sub n, which is the total sales. So we're now go for the details. What is D? D is the difference of the number of seats from first row to the second row, which is 20 here, and then 25 seats, that is just a difference of 5. 25 to 30, it's also 5. Therefore, D is equals to 5. Now, N, how many rows are there? 10. 10 rows, so 10. And A sub 1, the first number in the arithmetic sequence, which is equals to 20. Okay. Now, we are going to solve now A sub 10, which is the answer. To find the answer for the first question, how many seats are there in the last row? A sub 1 is equals to 20 plus the quantity n, which is equals to 10, minus 1 times the difference, which is equals to 5. Okay, now A sub 10 is equals to 20 plus 10 minus 1 is equals to 9 times 5 is equals to 45. Okay, now A sub 10 is equals to 65. Okay, so what's the unit here? Seats. There are 65 seats in the last row, specifically the 10th row. Okay, this is the first answer for the first question in the first question. Second, the solution for the second question is S sub n is equals to n over 2 times the quantity 2 a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 close quantity times d. Okay, so we're going to solve this one now. So this will be s sub 10. Okay, the total number of seats for 10 rows, sorry. N is 10 over 2 multiplied by 2 times a sub 1, which is equals to 20, plus n minus 1, which is equals to 10 minus 1, times d, which is equals to 5, close quantity. Now we're going to solve this one. This is 5, and this is 2 times 20, that is 40, plus n 10 minus 1 is 9 times 5, that's 45. Okay, so this is 5 and this is 85, right? 5 times 85. Okay, 5 times 85 is just equals to s sub 10 is just equals to 8 times 85 times 5, or 5 times 85 is just equals to 425. Okay, the unit is seats because it's the total number of seats for 10 rows in the auditorium. Okay, now how much will be the total sales for a night if all seats are taken? So we just multiply 500 pesos to the answer in s sub 10, which is 425 seats. So we will just multiply 425 multiplied by 500 pesos. So we will have 0, 0, 5 times 5 is 25, carry 2, 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2, 12, carry 1, 5 times 4, 20, plus 1, 21. Okay, so the answer is 212,500 pesos is the total sales for a night if all seats are taken. So there are three answers: a sub 10, 65 seats; s sub 10, 425 seats; and the last one, which is the total sales, 212,500 pesos. Okay, that's the answer for number 1. Let's go to number 2. Number 2. During a free fall, Alan jumps 18 feet. 18 feet, 26 feet, 34 feet on the first, second, and third fall respectively. If he continues to jump at this rate, how many feet will he jump during his 9th fall? Therefore, we're going to find, we use the formula a sub n, which is equals to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. Okay, for this problem, we need to find the 9th fall, therefore we need to find a sub 9, right? And a sub 1, of course, is 18 feet, the first. And then plus n, how many will that be? That's 9. Okay, so that is 9 minus 1. And the difference d is, okay, let's find it. 18, let's say 26, and 34, right? And so on and so forth. This is just 8. Difference is 8. Difference is 8. Therefore, d is equals to 8. So 18. This is 18 plus 9 minus 1 is 8 times 8, which is equals to 64. So 18 plus 64, 18 plus 64 is just equals to 82. This is the answer for a sub 9. Okay, which is the answer for the question, how many feet will he jump during his 9th fall? So the unit for 82 is 82 feet. This is the answer for the exercise number 2. Okay, good. Now, let's go to question number 3. Question number 3. Joy started to work with an annual salary of 180,000. She will receive a 10,000 raise every year. What will her total earnings for a 10-year period? Okay, so since this is an annual salary, this is a salary every year. Annual salary means the salary every year. So a sub 1 is just equals to 180,000. Okay, and then she will receive a 10,000 raise every year, so that will be a difference. D is equals to 10,000. And then what will her total earnings for a 10-year period? So that will be N is equals to 10. So when you see the total earnings, we used S sub N, which is the formula for the total number or total of all the numbers or terms in an arithmetic sequence. So S sub N is equals to N over 2 multiplied by the quantity 2 a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. Therefore, S sub n, we're going to find out the total earnings in a 10-year period. Therefore, this is S sub 10. N is equals to 10, so that's 10 over 2 multiplied by 2 times a sub 1, which is 180,000 plus n minus 1, so n 10 minus 1 times the d, which is 10,000. Okay, oops, that must be a bracket. Okay, now this will be 10 over 2 is equals to 5. Therefore, and then 180,000 times 2, 180,000 times 2 is equals to 360,000 plus 10 minus 1 is 9 times 10,000, so that is 90,000. Okay, so 90,000 plus 360,000 is just equals to, okay, this is 5. 360,000 plus 90,000 is just equals to 450,000. Therefore, the answer for S sub 10, which is the total earnings for a 10-year period, is equals to 2 million. Oh, big money. 2,250,000 pesos. This is the total earnings for a 10-year period. S sub 10. This is the total earnings for a 10-year period. Okay? Good. Now let's go to number 4. We have 2 more. Number 4. To be physically fit, your mother tells you to wake up early in the morning and do brisk walking. She suggests walking for 15 minutes daily for the first week. Each week thereafter, she suggests that you increase the time by 5 minutes per day. 5 minutes per day. On what week will it be before you are up to walking 1 hour per day? Okay, 1 hour per day. Okay, so for the first week, 15 minutes daily. Now, each week thereafter, she suggests that you increase the time by 5 minutes per day. On what week will it be before you are up to walking 1 hour per day? Okay, so here we have in the first week, we have 7 days, right? So that will be 7 times 15, right? So that will be, oh no. So that will be, in the first week, that will be 15 minutes per day. Okay, per day. On the second week, it will be increased by time by 5 minutes per day. Okay, so therefore in the second week, that will be 15 plus 5, that will be 20 minutes per day on the second week. Okay, on what week will it be before you're up to walking 1 hour per day? Okay, so dot. So the question is, which week is this? This is n, that you will be walking 1 hour per day, which is just the same with 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes per day. Okay, so we're going to find n here. So we're going to just use still the formula a sub n, which is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, we will see that we will need to find out n. So a sub n is, of course, the target our minutes per day of exercise. That will be 60, which is equals to a sub 1, which is equals to 15 minutes, plus n is, we don't know. Okay, that's n minus 1, which multiplied by the difference. You see the difference here, 15 to 20, that's 5 minutes increase. Okay, so that's 5. So we'll solve this. 60 is equals to 15 plus 5 times n is equals to 5n minus 5. Okay, we transpose all the whole numbers to the other side. Therefore, it will be 60 minus 15 plus 5 is equals to 5n, right? Okay, so 60 minus 15 plus 5, 60 minus 15 plus 5 is just equals to 80, which is equals to 5n. Okay, we'll move it here. Whoop. Okay, so 5n is equals to 80. Therefore, we need to divide 80 with 5 to get the value of n. So 80 divided by 5 is just equals to 16. So n is 16. Therefore, the answer is on what week? The answer is 16th week is the answer. This is the answer, 16th week. It will be before you're up to walking 1 hour per day. Okay, that is number 4. Now let's go to number 5. Number 5. The pile of firewood has 25 logs in the bottom row, 24 logs in the next to the bottom row, 23 logs in the third from the bottom row, and so on, with one less log in each row until the top row, which consists of a single log. How many logs are there in the pile? Okay, so we will see that the numbers are these: 25, the next is 24, next is 23, right, until it reaches to 1, right? So this is the arithmetic sequence, right? Now, question is, how many logs are there in the pile? Okay, first we need to find out first the details. The d here is just equals to -1. It's -1. and how many logs are there in the pile. Okay, so on until the top row, which consists of a single log. Okay, a sub 1, a sub 10. Yeah, a sub, no, we don't know. A sub n is equals to 1. The last one, a sub 1 is equals to 25, right? And so on with one less in each one until the top row, which consists of a single log. Okay, n, we don't know, right? How many logs are there in the pile? So we need to find out first n, and we need to find also s sub n, which is the how many logs are there in the pile. Okay, let's use the formula. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, a sub n is equals to 1, which is equals to a sub 1, 25, plus n, which is equals to, we don't know, n minus 1 times the difference. Okay, the difference is negative 1. Now we will get 1. This is 25 plus negative 1. Oops, it's not anymore plus. It becomes negative now because plus here, and then times negative 1, that will be negative n, and then negative times negative, that will be positive 1. And then we transpose n to the other side, and then transpose this to the other side, transfer it. 25 transfer 25 plus 1 minus 1, therefore n is just equals to 25, right? Okay, 25. So we need to find how many logs are there in the pile. So this is just equals to 25. We will erase this now. Okay, now s of n, the formula for s sub n is just equals to n over 2 multiplied by 2 a sub 1 plus n quantity n minus 1 times d plus quantity. Okay, so this is s sub 25. Okay, this will be s sub 25 now. Now n is equals to 25 over 2 multiplied by 2 times a sub 1 is equals to 25, right? 25 plus n minus 1 is 25 minus 1 times d, which is equals to negative 1. Okay, so here we cancel 2 and 2, right? Therefore 25 times 25. Okay, wait, we'll just do it one at a time maybe. Okay, wait, we'll just do it one at a time. 25 over 2, and then 2 times 25, that's a 50, plus 25 minus 1 is a 24, times negative, it will be negative number, times negative 1, that's negative 24, right? Okay, we transfer this to the other side, here. Now this will be s sub n, which is equals to 25 over 2 times 50 minus 24 is just equals to 26, right? Okay, so 25 times 26 divided by 2 is just equals to 325 logs. There are 325 logs. This is s sub, this is not s, is s sub 25. S sub 25. This is S sub 25. Yep. Okay, this is number 5, S sub 25. Ooh, okay. Yes, that is the answer for the question number 5. Okay. Next, we will have our numeracy skill. Okay, numeracy skill. Here, fill in the blanks. 9 plus blank is equals to 17. So we'll just transpose this one. Okay, the blank will be just equals to 17. Transpose the 9 minus 9. This will be equals to the blank is just equals to 17 minus 9 is just equals to 8. Therefore, the answer here is 8. Okay, now next, go to number 2 here. So we will just transpose it. Is equals to negative 3. Transfer the negative 10, that will be plus 10. This will now be equals to the blank, which is equals to 7. Okay, so the answer is 7. Number 3, we will transpose again. Transfer 8 here. Transfer the 11, that's negative 11 now, and then this is blank is equals to negative 3. Okay, the answer here is negative 3. Okay, number 4, let's go to number 4. This is just blank, which is equals to negative 4 minus 6 is just equals to the blank, which is equals to negative 4 minus 6 is just equals to negative 10. Okay, negative 10 plus negative 10. Okay, number 5. Okay, blank is equals to 2. Then negative 5 transpose to the other side plus 5 is just equals to the blank is equals to 7. Okay, therefore the answer here is 7. Okay, that is the numeracy skill in this part of the exercises. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. There will be more on the next part. Bye. Take care.